few machines embody American firepower like the M1 Abrams. Since its debut in the early 1980s, it has become the backbone of U.S. armored forces and the centerpiece of countless military campaigns. From the deserts of Kuwait to the streets of Baghdad, the Abrams has built a reputation as nearly unstoppable. But in 2025, with futuristic designs like Russia's T-14 Armata, Germany's Leopard 2A7, and South Korea's K-2 Black Panther making headlines, many are asking, is the Abrams still the king of tanks? On War Tech, we're taking a deep dive into why this 40-year-old war machine still holds the crown, and how it stacks up against the latest challengers. Origins and combat. Legacy. The Abrams was born out of Cold War necessity. The U.S. needed a tank that could face off against the Soviet Union's massive armored formations in Europe. What emerged in 1980 was a tank designed not just to survive on the battlefield, but to dominate it. Its first true test came in the Gulf War of 1991. Abrams tanks annihilated hundreds of Iraqi armored vehicles, often engaging at ranges where the enemy couldn't even fire back. In one famous engagement, an Abrams destroyed an Iraqi T-72 from over 2 miles away. Since then, the tank has seen action in Iraq, Afghanistan, and elsewhere, proving its reliability in both open desert battles and dense urban combat. Very few modern tanks can boast such a combat resume. Armor and survivability. One of the Abrams' biggest strengths is protection. Its secretive Chobham composite armor, reinforced with layers of depleted uranium in later models, remains among the toughest in the world. Stories from Iraq tell of Abrams tanks surviving direct hits from RPGs, anti-tank guided missiles, and even friendly fire, with crews walking away alive. The newest variants, like the M1A2 SEPV3, go even further. They include explosive reactive armor tiles, underbody protection against IEDs, and even active protection systems that can detect and shoot down incoming rockets. While other countries are experimenting with tank survivability, the Abrams has already proven itself in the harshest of environments and keeps evolving to meet new threats like drones and loitering munitions. Firepower and advanced targeting. At the heart of the Abrams is its 120mm smoothbore cannon, built by Rheinmetall and refined for American use. This gun is lethal. It can fire depleted uranium armor-piercing rounds capable of punching through the heaviest armor in the world. It also uses programmable high-explosive shells for taking out bunkers, infantry, or even low-flying drones. But it's not just the gun, it's the systems behind it. The Abrams features cutting-edge fire control computers, thermal sights, and laser rangefinders. Crews can lock onto a moving target, calculate firing solutions automatically, and hit with deadly accuracy even at night or in a sandstorm. In the tank world, hitting first and hitting accurately is everything, and the Abrams excels at both mobility and endurance. At nearly 70 tons, the Abrams is one of the heaviest tanks on Earth. Yet thanks to its 1,500 horsepower gas turbine engine, it moves with surprising speed. On roads, it can hit over 40 miles per hour, and it accelerates faster than most tanks in its class. The turbine also gives the Abrams a unique advantage. It can run on nearly any fuel type, from jet fuel to diesel. This flexibility means the tank can operate anywhere the U.S. military needs it. The trade-off, of course, is that the Abrams guzzles fuel, requiring strong logistics support. But when it comes to raw battlefield maneuverability, especially for a tank of its size, the Abrams is unmatched. Constant modernization. The reason the Abrams hasn't been retired is simple. It keeps evolving. The current M1A2 SEPV3 brings improved electronics, reinforced armor, and compatibility with next-generation ammunition. The upcoming SEPV4 variant promises new thermal sensors, upgraded networking, and possibly even directed energy countermeasures against drones and missiles. Rather than building an entirely new tank, the U.S. has kept upgrading the Abrams like a high-performance sports car. This strategy ensures crews get the latest technology without losing the reliability of a battle-tested design. In other words, the Abrams isn't just surviving, it's improving. How it stacks up against rivals. Now let's compare. Russia's T-14 Armata has been hyped as a revolutionary design, with its unmanned turret and advanced sensors. But production has been slow, numbers remain tiny, and crucially, it hasn't seen real combat. On paper, it looks futuristic, but in practice, it's still unproven. Germany's Leopard 2A7 is often called Europe's best tank. With superb optics, a deadly 120mm gun, and high mobility, it's a serious competitor. However, Germany fields far fewer of them than the U.S. fields Abrams tanks, and the Leopard's combat record doesn't match the Abrams' decades of wartime experience. South Korea's K-2 Black Panther is another advanced contender. It's lighter, extremely mobile, and packed with cutting-edge tech, but like the Armata, it hasn't seen major combat. Plus, its high cost limits production, making it less likely to dominate global battlefields. So, while challengers exist, none combine the Abrams Abrams' combat record, constant upgrades, and sheer production numbers. So, why is the M1 Abrams still the #1 tank in the world? It's simple. A combination of unmatched combat history, constant modernization, and overwhelming production scale. While other countries experiment with futuristic designs, the Abrams keeps proving itself, not in theory, but in real battles across the globe. Until a rival proves otherwise, the M1 Abrams remains the gold standard of armored warfare. So, what do you think? Does the Abrams still deserve its crown? Or will a new generation of tanks finally take its place? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives here on WarTech.